Hello and welcome to the Ask Steph Show. Today is a question that I got from a friend of mine named Angela, and she was wondering, is it okay to eat carbs? And that's something I hear a lot of women asking is, you know, are we supposed to be eating a lot of carbs or not? Because with the Atkins diet years ago, a lot of other diets coming out saying carbs are bad, keep your diets low in carbs. It's just kind of been ingrained into our minds that carbs are evil. We shouldn't be eating many carbs if we want to lose weight, lose body fat, and such. So, she was shocked that I eat carbs and that I eat Italian food and that sort of stuff. And I'm so glad that she addressed that because that's something that I used to struggle with a lot. I've shared my personal story a lot throughout my YouTube and my website and stuff, but I never had, say, like an eating disorder, but I did have a fear of carbs when I was in college. I kept carbs to an absolute minimum, and I mostly ate proteins and healthy fats, and I really enjoyed salads and stuff, and the only carb sources I really got was when I had fruit, because I really loved fruit. But besides that, I stayed away from bread and pasta because I thought it would just immediately make me fat. Why? Because I was uneducated and I was believing things that the media was saying, and I was believing these fad diets that were going on. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, I guess I'll cut carbs out and see how I do. Well, as a result, I started getting so run down. I was very low in energy. I was always, falling asleep, feeling extremely tired and extremely weak. I didn't have much power to get through my workouts. My runs would be okay for the first mile, and after that, I was just kind of trudging along. And you know what? That was a result of being so low in carbs. Your body needs carbs, and when you don't give it those carbs, you're going to start having those side effects, and your workouts are going to suffer as a result. Why do people think carbs are bad? Well, when these fad diets started, people started taking in less carbs, and what did they lose? Yeah, they lost weight. But it wasn't body fat that they lost right away, it was just water weight, because carbs actually draw in water and they make you hold in a little bit more water weight. But that doesn't mean that you're getting leaner when you stop eating carbs or decrease your carb intake. You're just losing water weight. And so people were thinking, oh yeah, this is the answer. Let's stop eating carbs and go on these low carb diets. That's the answer to everything. Well, it's really not. And you cannot continue to go heavy in the gym and get in these great workouts and stuff when you're so low in carbs. So what you guys need to get over is that fear that carbs are bad, and instead you need to start loving on carbs. And I don't mean go from eating like 20 grams of carbs a day to 200 grams of carbs a day immediately. It's something that you'll want to slowly increase over time so you don't put on a ton of body fat, a ton of water weight. But you do want to start slowly increasing your carb intake, and I guarantee you will start feeling better as a result. I now am not feeling exhausted all the time. My workouts are awesome now compared to how they used to be because I have the energy to get through them. Carbs give you energy. So ladies, don't be afraid of bread, don't be afraid of pasta. Do you want to pay attention to how much of those things you eat? Yeah, you do. You want to track your macronutrients, your proteins, carbs, and fats, and keep them in check, but you don't need to eliminate carbs from your diet. You need a healthy balance of proteins, carbs, and fats. So embrace the carbs. Your body will thank you for it. If you do not know how to track macros, then I encourage you to take my husband and I's free online course called Flexible Dieting University. In that 4-week free online course, you get tons of knowledge about macronutrients, how macros are equal, how to track macros, how to track while you're eating out at restaurants, how to estimate portion sizes, all that sort of stuff. And that's going to teach you a whole lot about why carbs are not bad. And in Flexible Dieting University, we also go over the 80-20 rule, which is where you want to focus on getting 80% of your macros from wholesome, nutritious foods, and then 20% from treats and foods that you enjoy. And when you can eat the foods that you enjoy like that sparingly, you know what? It's going to lead to a lot less binges, and you're going to have a much more sustainable diet that you can continue throughout the rest of your life. So I encourage you to visit www.learnflexibledieting.com and sign up for that course. It's free, and you're going to learn a lot more about carbs and carbohydrate sources. Just to go over a few of those now so you know what sort of carbohydrates you should start intaking for 80% of your macros. It should be things like vegetables and fruit and bread, brown rice, sweet potatoes, oatmeal. Those are all great sources of healthy carbohydrates. And then every once in a while, when you want a little treat here and there, well, a lot of the treats that a lot of us enjoy, like donuts and Pop-Tarts and cereal and cupcakes and cookies, well, those are going to give you your other 20% of your carbohydrate intake to kind of sustain you without having too many cravings. So there's a lot of carbohydrate sources out there, you guys. Find the ones that work best for you, that you're not too sensitive to, and start slowly increasing how many grams of carbs you intake each week. And I think that you guys will notice your digestive system functioning a lot better and your energy levels increasing. Once again, learnflexibledieting.com will teach you a lot more about carbs. Also visit beautifultothecore.com, and from there hit the subscribe and get my free ebook, and there you can submit more questions for this Ask Steph Show. Alright guys, thanks for joining me.